welcome back to Doll Juice. Today we're going to look at a really cool doll, kind of retro really. She's from 2003 and this is Barbie California Girl. This aesthetic is so vintage to me. Like, this is Christina Aguilera. This is around that time where they wore Juicy Couture and they had blocky highlights and lowlights, chunky colour in the hair, and there was an emphasis on having a very vivid tan, and all of these things with like Uggs and all that. Really, this girl kind of like almost represents that genre in a way because of the netting on her cardigan. She has this really cute headscarf on, these glasses, her makeup slightly frosty on her eyes and on her lips. We've got these cool shorts and bikini top, everything. I mean, I love her. I think she's great. She doesn't come with shoes, she doesn't come with flip-flops, but then I don't really care about that because I think the quality of the clothing is going to be pretty neat. Anyway, let's look at her a little bit closer. So of course this is Barbie, and I managed to get this girl from a seller on Vinted. So if you haven't checked out the Vinted app, then I suggest that you do. It is pretty good, and there's also buyer insurance on there as well. So if you're a bit worried about buying from a different source than eBay or Amazon, Vintage really your best bet. It's pretty awesome. It's kind of like Depop, but better than Depop, because I don't know, there's something about Depop that kind of puts me off a bit. I much prefer Vinted, to be honest. I've never had a bad experience on there. And you can see what she comes with, her clothes. She has this cute little wrist label, which I really like. And then this, you know, it looks like a yellow accessory on her wrist. She has this cute necklace and everything. Really adorable. So on the side here, it does say that she was sort of brought out, manufactured, designed in 2003. So 2003 to 2004-ish. And then we have an illustration of her on the side here as well. And of course here she is on the back. And it's really cool. It says Barbie Cares. So I think it's more about like the environment and things, and which is important right now, of course. To be honest, I think it's always been important, but because we're reaching the point of like reaching over 1% of carbon or whatever, it's such a huge emphasis put on it right now, and really a lot more should have been done well before now, well before 2015, but that's a whole story. Talking about stories, it says right on the front that it includes a story, so why don't we read it? On the back it says, so I'm just going to do the accent that needs to be done for this, Cali style. There is only one place where a girl can live it up under the sun: swimming at the beach, skiing in the mountains, or being pampered in the desert. California. And then on the inside, I've got some cute illustration on the side of her there as well. There is even more of a story, but it looks like a lot because it's all in different international languages, which of course is cool. And then a picture of the gang. So there's other dolls released here. Of course, we've got Teresa here. I think this is Christy and Leah. I want to say Leah. And then more pictures of them at the bottom. It's so cool. Teresa looks awesome, but I've not really ever managed to get one that looks as perfect as her. I just think they look awesome. So cool. Yeah. So part of the story also continues, this little paragraph at the top. First stop, the beach, where the waves are big and the fun is non-stop. The waves are killer and the surfing is totally awesome. Now that's beach living, California girl style. So that's the little story on there. I hope my accent wasn't too cringe. And here she is. So all we have to do now, guys, is unbox her. Okay, so now we are gonna fill out unbox her and see what we've got. Alright, so how do we do this? I think there's like a little opening here right at the bottom. Yes. It's secured with sellotape. here we go. Woo! Almost hitting the waves, Barbie. Remember these ties? How nostalgic is this? So cool, right? Away! Okay. Wow, she is all kinds of awesome. Look at that face. I can't believe she's perfect. I did see someone on YouTube, and unfortunately they got one where her eyes looked kind of cross-eyed. Mine's is perfect, and I love it when that happens. It is just the best when you get a doll that doesn't have any defects, and the way that I prevent this is to make sure that no matter who I'm buying from, I always ask for more pictures, close-ups of the face. Even if you think that the doll might be grabbed like really quickly, there might be a really quick sale, I would rather ask them, because especially, I mean, even if you haven't or you have dealt with them before, the specific seller, whether it's on eBay, Amazon, or even Vinted, whatever third-party seller website you are buying from, website, app, same thing, still e-commerce, you should really ask for close-ups of certain things. So if you want to see what the feet look like, if you can't get a good image of the feet, are they slightly chewed, is the makeup not quite right? With this doll specifically, what I want to say really is, sometimes when you look at listings, it looks as if there tends to be a difference between the shade of her face and the shade of her body, as if her face is slightly yellowed, and you do see that sometimes with Barbies, especially this one on sale. So always make sure that they look how you expect them to look, okay? Even if they're in box, they could be right next to the sunlight, and that could taint their face. So always make sure when you're buying that you know what you're gonna get, okay? In this case though, I cannot say I'm happier. Like, I am so happy with this doll. She does have these little conjunctors at the back, and I'm going to take them out right now. Whether a doll has lots of hair or not, I still hate doing this, because I want to make sure that none, in fact, when I say I hate it, I actually don't mind it. I just try to make sure that none of the hair is like in the way, and that I pull that out at the same time. So there we go. I love her headscarf. I think it's gorgeous. I won't be taking this off her. I'm just going to keep this on because it really suits her aesthetic. And we can have a look now at her top and stuff. So this has actually been sort of like stitched into place, but the whole bikini is really cool. I don't want to, again, I don't really want to take that off because I want it to stay where it is. I think it's cool the way it is. I love it. I think that if I want to take this apart, I know it sounds extreme, but I will buy another one. I will buy another one for the sake of being able to undress her without feeling bad about it. She has this, I don't know what it is. I think it's just like maybe meant to be like a hair tie accessory almost, and doesn't bother me. It looks really cool. Plus we have this Barbie logo. It's just cardboard attached to her wrist. Again, I don't think I'm going to take that off. I like it. Her shorts are like something else. I mean, these are cool. So on the back, her body is $19.99, and then on the back of her head mold, it says there, Mattel Inc. 1998. So yeah, 1999, 1998, going into early 2000s, late 90s. These face molds really came out then, I think. I'm pretty sure. Well, that's what it says on the back of her head. And these bodies, I love these particular body molds, along with the articulated fashionistas that we see from Barbie Extra and around about this time as well. I just think, I know that their legs are like rubber, and it can be notoriously difficult to try and put some things on them, like to dress them and stuff. But once they're on, they pretty much don't move, and I like that. It's really nostalgic. She does have bend and snap knees. okay? And I love it. I mean, we don't usually see Barbie this tanned now, not really. This is quite a dark tan for Barbie, but it's cool. It really represents that whole Christina Aguilera look, and I'm pretty sure Christina Aguilera had did wear these head scarves. I think, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to search for an image and put it here if I can find it. If I don't, it won't be there. But from memory, from what I can remember, yeah, she definitely did. I remember being in real early high school in the early 2000s and knowing that aesthetic. I mean, can I be honest? I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't think it was sexy or anything, but it was big at the time. But I love how this doll looks. She looks good. And I love the aesthetic of this. I'm just going to brush that little section of hair here. There we go. She's just beautiful. I really do want to collect the other Cali dolls now, because I think there's something so special about them. Her hair is a decent length. Her rooting, I can tell, is going to be good because she does have that nice. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It's just a good amount of hair. You know, I think it's one thing as well when people say she doesn't have much hair and have a lot of hair. You don't always, on mermaid dolls, yeah, I understand you would want a lot of hair in a mermaid doll. But generally on dolls, you don't want to don't really want too much hair because it can kind of get in the way. And for this kind of doll, I mean, genuinely, I'm happy with the hair that she has. I wouldn't need any more hair than what she's got. You know, this is ample hair for this doll. There's nothing here that I would want to change in any kind of way. I'm really over the moon about her. I mean, this gorgeous little belly button, everything about her, the shape of her stomach, the abs, and she's just everything really. And then, I mean, we have this little flower detail at the front of her bikini top, which we don't always see. Usually when I see this bikini top online, it's without that little rose or that little flower, and that's gorgeous. There's probably a name for that flower. But I love her little stone, and it's like her necklace has this crystal at the bottom, which is really cool. Yeah, she's just awesome. At the back as well, she does have a hood here at the back. And then this will the bikini just ties the back there, and then this just goes over her arms, so there's no actual closure in the back or anything like this, so it makes it easier. It means you're not going to snag it so much if you aren't going to redress. Her glasses here as well are not held onto her head, so that I can put them on her and show you what they look like. Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, she looks awesome. See, I like this look. I enjoy this, and the fact that these glasses, her eyewear is transparent to a point, makes them even more realistic. Okay, for me, there's nothing worse than seeing, I don't know, a pair of glasses like these in the background with Barbie Extra that have no transparency. It makes them so unrealistic. I think this looks awesome. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and review. And if you're thinking about getting this doll, then I wouldn't hesitate. Just make sure to look at pictures of close-ups of their face so that you are getting that perfect screening, and ensure that the face hasn't discoloured or yellowed in daylight. Please do remember, of course, if you don't want to miss any more videos, hit that notification bell, press subscribe. If you want to see any more content, or you want to see anything else that's in this background, then please comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, then hit that like button. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care. Ciao.